Hello everyone, my name is Winters and welcome back to this Let's Play series of Star Trek Online. This is part 2 of my State of the Game up to speed video to bring you guys up to speed on things. Anyway, look, it's part 2 of our previous video. Right, before we get stuck into this, we were talking about personal and universal endeavors in our last video, and if you remember, the hard endeavor was to defeat 30 Terran Empire ships. I went to the Badlands battle zone and I completed it. As you can see, it's ticked off here. And you can see now, indeed, my XP has gone up to 18,100. I also have a new, very rare personal endeavor reward box. So I'm going to open that now. And I got 550,000 energy credits, 1,000 dilithium, and a quarter specialization point, and some R&D materials. That is pretty freaking sweet. Indeed. Right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put that bad boy in there, because I'm keeping a little stockpile of them for future use. Okay, let's move on. So, like we said, this is just part 2 of bringing you guys up to speed on all the changes that have happened in the game since I last recorded my last video, which was almost a year ago. We talked about the removal of the Foundry. We talked about a number of the missions being removed from the Episodes tab to the Available tab. And we talked about endeavors. The next thing I want to talk to you about is there is a new reputation. You may have noticed it down here, Discovery Legends. I'm not going to talk too much about it. It's a new reputation. There's stuff in it. I haven't done any work with it whatsoever. I do, however, have like 476 marks. So I probably won't talk about this again, unless I find something in the reputation that I want for this character. To be perfectly honest with you, I don't know if there is or not. The reputation UI has got a bit of an update. So you may remember before, you would click on a slot and you could activate one project and you could queue up a second. That's done away with now. And you just click on the slot and you activate the project for that current slot, and that's it. They have also added a fill all button, which is freaking awesome. Now here's the thing: if you click fill all, and then it's a warning pops up and you have to hit OK. However, you can skip that step if you press and hold the control key and then click fill all. Ta-da! See? Project filled, and the timer starts. So yeah, you probably won't hear me talk about the Discovery Legends reputation unless I come across something in it that I want. It has all the usual things. That there's a space set in it, there's a ground set in it, there's a universal console, and some other bits and pieces. Yay, what more can you really say about it? I suppose it's cool, it's Discovery related content, and not surprising. Star Trek Discovery has just finished its 2nd year, and yeah, we're going to be seeing a lot more of Discovery stuff in Star Trek Online from here on out. Another thing, trade-in marks. Before, there used to be a project under the upgrade slot that you would use to turn in additional marks, either normal marks or elite marks, into dilithium ore. Now they have made a button here, and let's just pick one of the other ones. So we'll say trade in marks and 500 dilithium ore, and I click buy, and then I select how many I want. You can see I can do this up to 42 times. Because of the amount of Borg marks that I have, and I would get 42 times 500, so whatever the hell that is. And you can do that for any reputation, as long as you are tier 5 in that reputation. You can see it's grayed out here because Discovery is only at tier 1. Excuse me, I'm fighting off a bit of a cold here. Right. Next thing I want to talk to you about is they have expanded upon the reputation system in general. And what they've done specifically is they have added a 6th tier to all reputations. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright? And you can see, look, all of them have a 6th tier for all reps. Now, what does a 6th tier get you? First of all, you get rank 2 traits. So, you know, these space reputation traits, ground reputation traits, active reputation traits. Basically, there's a rank 2 version of all of these once you get each rep up to tier 6. There are vanity shields for getting to tier 6. Now here's the really juicy stuff. Every single reputation, once you get it to tier 6, you can get alright, I won't say a free. You can purchase for like a small amount of marks, like 100 marks, a fleet ship module. So there are currently 13 reputations in Star Trek Online at the time of this recording. That's 13 fleet ship modules that are waiting for you just for getting all the reputations up to tier 6. And all it will cost you is 100 marks for that particular reputation. And you get a fleet ship module. Freaking awesome. Also, every single reputation, once you get it to tier 6, you can now purchase a respec token for every single one of the reputations once it's at tier 6. Again, for something like 100 marks. Alright, so that's 13 respec tokens that are waiting for you if you want them. Now here's the really, really, really juicy bit. Each reputation, when you get it to tier 6, there is an upgrade project, or alright, we'll call it an upgrade project, that you can run. It takes some marks, it takes some dilithium, and it takes some energy credits, I think. And what this upgrade project does is it gives you an account-wide discount on all gear in that particular reputation. For the character you do it on, for any other characters you have, or for any other characters that you will create. Once you have purchased the account-wide discount, every single character you either have or will ever have will have an automatic gear discount. So, for example, we'll pick Iconian, okay? And we'll look at some of the gear here, alright? This takes 500 Iconian marks. With the gear discount, that will be reduced to 250 marks, okay? And instead of 9,000 dilithium, it's 4,500 dilithium. The elite marks, in this case the Iconian Probe data cores, I believe don't change. The energy credits will be down to 20,000 energy credits. If we look at the space gear, yeah, we'll have a look at this one here. No, we won't. We'll go with... no, I want to go with the set. Where's the set? Deflector array, okay? 750 marks would be 375 marks, if I remember correctly. Instead of 750 marks. So, if I switched characters onto a brand new character, alright, and I leveled it up to level 65, or we'll say level 50, because that's when reputations become available. Without having spent or earned a single mark on that character, straight away it's got a discount on all the gear. Sure, it's at tier 0, so it hasn't unlocked any of the gear yet, but when I level up the reputation to, let's say, tier 5, the gear is automatically on a discount straight away. Once you do the discount, it's an account-wide discount. Freaking awesome. Absolutely awesome. Now, that's your incentives for getting to tier 6. I should warn you that with the current amount of reputations that are in game, purchasing these discounts, the dilithium totals up to something like 280,000 dilithium. So if you only play one character or two characters and you're never going to create any more, then purchasing the discount probably ain't worth it. But if you have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 20, 30, 40 characters, then oh god, yeah, you want the discount. It is so freaking good. The more characters you have, the more valuable the discount becomes, and you're getting a bigger bang for your buck. Okay? So remember that. If you only have one, maybe two characters, purchasing the discount probably ain't a good move. It's the return on investment just ain't there. But if you have any more characters than that, and the more you have the better, then yeah, you definitely want to purchase the discount because it is freaking awesome. Now, this reputation is no different than any other reputation. Every day you get, in this case, a discovery equipment requisition. You get 340 dilithium ore, and you get 2,500 Discovery Legends Reputation XP. Okay? Now, once I get this up to tier 5, and by the way, this has already happened for all of the other reputations, okay? Because they're already at tier 5. But anyway, once this gets up to tier 5, straight away it is going to automatically sponsor this reputation on the account. And what does sponsor mean? Sponsor basically means that these projects get upgraded from 2,500 XP per 20 hours to 5,000 XP per 20 hours. And once, like I said, once you have a reputation up to T5, it is an account-wide buff that is automatically applied. So again, if I create a new character and he starts working on the reputation, because I have my Task Force Omega up to tier 5 already, this new character is going to get 5,000 XP per 20 hours because this character is at tier 5. Okay? Now, that means that from tier 5 to tier 6, your daily is 5,000 XP on this character as well. So every single one of these reputations, because they are now at tier 5, they all reward 5,000 XP for each project every 20 hours. And I'm queuing up all the projects now, and I'm going to start filling them in a second, because you can see I have plenty of marks. Alright, and just to prove, look here, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. See? So I'm going to start filling these bad boys. And we'll get them cooking. Because we may as well. Right, once I get this done, I'm going to talk the next bit I want to bring you guys up to speed on. Alright, there we go. Right. Getting from tier 0 up to tier 5 for the first time out takes 1,225 marks. If it's sponsored, it takes 625 marks. To get from tier 5 to tier 6 takes 900 marks, regardless. So if it's from tier 0 to tier 6, it's let me see, do the math here. It's 2,130 marks. Or sponsored, if it's your second time doing it on an old character, it's 1,530 marks. And remember, when you get to tier 5, you get the big payout of 750 marks and 32,000 dilithium and the energy credits and blah 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 blah. Getting from tier 0 to tier 5 first time out takes 40 days. If it's sponsored, it takes 20 days. Getting from tier 5 to tier 6 takes 50 days, if I remember correctly. Regardless, it doesn't matter. Tier 5 to tier 6 is automatically sponsored. It takes 50 days to get that far. So 50 days and 40 days is 90 days, and 50 days and 20 days is 70 days if it's sponsored. Hopefully I didn't lose you with the numbers there. But if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. So yeah, that's the Discovery Legends reputation. Tier 6 reps, that's all the information on tier 6 reps. As you can see, I've got my projects running now for all of them. It's going to take me 50 days for all of these to get up to tier 6. Every single one of these reputations up to tier 6. But Discovery is going to take 90 days. 50 for the tier 6 on its own, and 40 days for tier 0 to tier 5. And if I do this on another character, it's going to be sponsored, so it'll only take me 20 days to get to tier 5 and then 50 days to get to tier 6, so that would be 70 days. Right. Tier 6 reps. Next, I want to talk about, funnily enough, is actually on the reputation window itself as well, is you may remember some of my previous episodes had some tentpole events. The devs call them tentpole events. So for example, the Crystalline Cataclysm event or Crystalline Entity event, the Breach event, the Mirror Universe event, the events basically that took, you know, like 14 crystalline shards or 14 interdimensional transporter devices, or I can't remember what the Voth one was, the Breach. Yeah, I can't remember. Anyway, look, I think you know what I'm talking about, all right? The Crystalline event where you played the Crystalline Cataclysm TFO once a day every 20 hours, or once a day every day, for 14 days, either consecutively or broken up, within a 21-day period. And each day that you play it, or every 20 hours that you play it, you get a crystalline shard, and you turn in the 14 of those crystalline shards into one of these projects, and you get a marked choice package, you get a special item, and you get 50,000 dilithium ore, and so on. They have streamlined and updated the system. So now, moving forward, and for the foreseeable future, each one of these events no longer has its own currency. So like, if you're going to play in the Crystalline Cataclysm event, whenever it comes around, it's no longer going to give you a crystalline shard. Instead, it's going to give you one of these things: a featured TFO commendation. If you play the Mirror Universe one, it's going to give you a featured TFO commendation. If you play the breach, if the breach is, you know, going on at that time, it'll give you a featured TFO commendation. And yeah, they've removed these individual currencies for each of these individual events. And the Crystalline entity is actually active now in game. We're actually going into its final week. And like all of the ones I've mentioned, it's around for 21 days, and you just have to collect 14 of these things, and you get the reward. So here, actually, I'll do it here now. I'll fill this up because I've got this done already. And I collect the reward. And I'm going to open up this. And I pick whatever marks I want. And watch the dilithium as well. I'm going to pick Undine. So I get 250 marks. 500 fleet marks, and look, 50,000 dilithium ore. Sweet! Now, I also, this is a new thing they've added, featured TFO reward. Basically, it's either 3 spec points or 3 upgrade tokens. I will be going for the spec points. And I'm just banking them there. And this is the reward that I got. These rewards that come from what they are now calling featured TFOs are account-wide unlocks. Okay, so all you have to do is unlock it on one character, and it is unlocked for every character you either have or ever will have, which is freaking sweet. You can go into the dilithium store and go into the reclaim tab, and you should be able to find it there. At least I think that's where it was going to be. Bioengineer beacon, anti-proton, mirror universe. Maybe it's not. Special items? I don't think it'd be under special items. Maybe I have to log out or something like that. Just to... Yeah, it should be there. Maybe I'm just blind and I'm not seeing it.
Security team, report to Club 47.
Energy torpedo, no. Yeah, I'd say I probably just have to log out. If I log out and log back in again, but I'm not going to do that now. Anyway. Right, so let's throw these bad boys in here. Yes, so this is an account-wide unlock. Every character will be able to claim it. Actually, you know, I just remembered. Would it be? No, that's weekend event. It wouldn't be there. Account reward reclaim. No, that should be just ships. Yeah, it's not there. Alright. Trust me, it is an account unlock. So once you claim it on one character, it is unlocked for all characters. Alright, I'm trying to think what else do I need to tell you about featured TFOs. Okay. Along with the Crystalline Entity and the Breach and the Mirror Universe event, anytime they come out with a new TFO, remember a TFO is a task force operation, what used to be known as a PvEQ. So anytime they come out with a new TFO, it's going to be a featured TFO. So let's say there's a season release or a normal patch and they're releasing a new TFO queue. As soon as it comes out, it's going to be a featured TFO for 3 weeks. And you collect 14 of those TFO commendations. There will be a special item. You'll get the 250 marks of your choice. You'll get the 500 fleet marks. And you'll get 50,000 dilithium ore. So that's how it's going to be moving forward. You will always get a featured TFO for or it'll always be a featured TFO whenever they introduce a new TFO into the game. Right, one other thing as well. You know how, and I can't show you now, unfortunately, but you know how your inventory would fill up with these boxes from the reputations? They actually stack now, so you won't fill up your inventory with so many of them, which is actually a good change. But anyway, featured TFOs. Was there anything else? I don't think so. I think that's pretty much featured TFOs taken care of. Oh, right. Next thing want to talk about is they've introduced a new system, and it's kind of linked to the featured TFOs. It is now possible to earn tokens by playing featured TFOs. So you kind of have to know what's going on in the game, to know whether or not there's a featured TFO event currently active or not. You need to be checking the Star Trek Online website, or you need to be listening to some of our shows or productions, like Priority 1 Podcast or the Priority 1 Armada Live. Priority 1 Podcast is every Tuesday night. Priority 1 Armada Live is every Saturday night. So yeah, you need to be listening to shows like that to stay on top of the latest news for Star Trek Online, so that you know whether or not there is a featured TFO event currently active in game. But anyway, yeah, they've added this new system where it is possible to play during a featured TFO event and earn tokens towards a tier 6 ship free unlock. And as you can see, we're on the reputation tab, we're in the events column, and down here at the bottom you see here coupon progress token. I'm currently at 2,400 of 3,000 total. Basically, when I get this up to 3,000, okay, I will be able to get my choice, any T6 ship I want out of the C-Store. Not a T5, not a T4, not a T3, not a group. A T6 ship. Any T6 ship. Not a bundle. It's 3,000. That's it. You get to pick any T6 ship that you want. I will be going for the T6 Valiant once I get my 3,000 tokens. And here's why. I'm looking for it here. I don't see the damn thing. Because I want to show you why I'm going for the Valiant. Miracle Worker, nope, that ain't it. What's the bet? It's going to be at the very bottom. I guarantee it'll be at the very bottom. Actually, no, yeah, it is. I'm just realizing this is all in alphabetical order. Of course it's going to be at the bottom, because it's the Valiant. There it is there. Tactical Escort Valiant. Right. No, where is it? Here we are. After achieving level 5 in the Tactical Escort Starship Mastery, you will unlock the Withering Barrage Starship trait. While this Starship trait is equipped, your cannon scatter volley will have its duration increased. It basically increases your cannon scatter volley by 4 seconds, meaning that you can get 3 full volleys off within one activation of cannon scatter volley. So that is the ship I'm going to be getting for free once I get this up to 3,000. Now, how do you earn these tokens? Once every 20 hours, you play whatever the featured TFO is, and remember, you have to know if there is a featured TFO currently active in game. If there's not, then you're not going to earn anything. But for now, for example, alright, the Crystalline Cataclysm is a featured TFO, okay? see here, completing this event will award feature TFO commendations, which you can place into your special event reputation. Collect and submit 14 feature TFO commendations. Earn a great bonus reward. So right now, this is a feature TFO. You will have to check Star Trek Online website or whatever to find out if there is a feature TFO active, and then which one it is. And of course, if there is no progress being done for this, then it doesn't make any difference. So anyway, right now the Crystalline Cataclysm is the feature TFO. So once every 20 hours I play it, and every 20 hours when I play it, I get 50 tokens. Alright, and it keeps on building up like it has here. Now, every now and then, they'll do a bonus weekend, where from Thursday to Friday when you play it, you get 100 tokens instead of 50. So you have to keep an eye out for them, and you really want to capitalize on it when there's bonus weekends going on. There is also the option to let's see, is it here? Yes, here, Crystalline Cataclysm event. You can purchase one of these 10 TFO commendations, 1 ultimate tech upgrade, 500 ship coupon progress tokens, alright, for 1,000 Zen. And that'll give you 500 points here added to this, as well as the other stuff that I mentioned. And I haven't done this yet. This is the first time that it's ever been done. They said that it was going to be spread out over 3 featured TFO events. The Crystalline one is the second one in that 3. I probably am not going to get it within this one, but the next one I should get it within the first week. And I think it's going to be a month or 6 weeks until the next one becomes active. Yeah, but I've heard other people who have already hit it because they purchased the C-Store option and they got a jump start. And yeah, it's a token here, and you go into ships and you pick whatever ship you want, and then you just get the option to claim that ship, and that's it. As with all C-Store ships, they're all account unlocks. So they're available for every character on your account that is the same faction, and you're golden. What else was I going to... Oh god, I thought of something there a minute ago, and it's gone out of my head now. Right, T6 starships. Every single T6 starship in game is now playable from the second you finish the tutorial. You can jump into your favorite starship, whatever that may be, or any T6 starship as soon as you finish the tutorial, or skip the tutorial if you can. The second you're done with the tutorial, basically, you can jump into any T6 starship that you own, and it will level with you as you're leveling up through the game. This is a change that they made, again, pretty recently, and yeah, it's pretty sweet. As you level up, the ship levels up with you. It starts off with fewer weapons, fewer consoles, and as you level up, the consoles increase and the weapons increase, until it's fully unlocked. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Very, very nice. Right, I think that is... Oh yes, I remember now. Okay. This is the final thing, guys, at least for this episode. They made a change to the TFO window, and they brought in a new system called the random system. So before you would, scroll down through the list of TFOs, or you would pick a category here and, pick whatever TFO you want and select the difficulty and then select, to join it or not. Alright? What they have done now is you have this option here to join a random TFO. And you select difficulty, either normal or advanced, they're the only two options, and you click join random. And what it does is it looks for other players who have also selected join random, and it will randomly throw you into a TFO at the selected difficulty. If let's say, for example, I want to play a particular TFO, Azure Nebula Rescue, alright? I select my difficulty and then I click join. And what it will do is it will look for other people who are also looking to play that TFO. And if there is none, then it will grab people from the random system. Now, if you go through the random system, once you successfully complete that TFO, whatever it may be, you get the normal rewards for it. But then you also get these boxes down here. Every time you do it, you have a random chance of getting a common, an uncommon, a rare, a very rare, an ultra rare, or an epic prize box. And there are two varieties for each one. So you can see this one here says common reward, random TFO completion, advanced. Alright, so that basically means that I got that box for doing a random TFO on advanced difficulty. There is also one for normal difficulty. You can see these are advanced here as well, but this one you can see it says normal. Basically, I got an ultra rare box for playing on normal difficulty, but it's completely random what ones you get. Alright, I've got 2 epics since this system came out. As you would expect, look, you're going to end up with more commons than you are going to end up with ultra rares. But the normal box and the advanced box are completely different. So a normal box on a common quality gives you 50 marks, but on advanced it gives you 70 marks. And on normal for uncommon you get 60 marks, but for advanced you get 84 marks, and so on. If you are the person that selected the queue, in this case Azure Nebula Rescue, when you successfully complete that mission, you only get the normal reward. Okay? You do not get the random reward as well, because you did not go through the random system. So keep that in mind. Alright? By going through the random system, you're basically getting paid twice. You're getting paid the normal reward just for playing a TFO, and then you're getting a random reward for going through the random system. Okay? And the random system gives you the choice of any box you want. Oh, and by the way, every single one of them gives you dilithium and marks. Alright? Okay, down here. I'm going to pick discovery marks for all of these, because I'm going to boost up my discovery marks. So you will see my dilithium is going to jump up a good bit now as well. And now we'll see 840, sorry, dilithium I'm getting with the uncommon box. And with the rare box I'm going to get 1050 dilithium. And with the very rare box I'm going to get 1400 dilithium for each box. And of course for the ultra rare I'm going to get 1500. And there's my dilithium shot up, and now look, I'm up to over 1500 discovery marks by opening those boxes. Pretty freaking sweet. Gonna put that bad boy there. Okay, I think that is everything. In our next episode, we are going to do some purchasing. We're going to be purchasing unlocks from the fleet. As you can see here, I have just under 1.5 million fleet credits, and yeah, we're gonna do a bit of shopping. Anyway, we are going to leave it there for now. Thanks a million for watching, folks. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I appreciate all of your support so much. It has been absolutely fantastic. And my name is Winters, and I'll catch you next time. So until then, adios.